Good morning, traders. How we doing out there, guys? It's been a
well,
tough,
so go
tough,
check it
tough
out.
day for me.
And yeah, guys, if you haven't already and you want to watch me day trade live every weekday morning, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I day trade from 8:45 a.m. until about 10:15 market time. So make sure you subscribe to us if you want to see that every weekday. Also, if you want to do me a favor and you want to help support this channel, click the like button right now in this video. I definitely consider it a favor if everyone can click the like button right now. And I appreciate all the support, guys. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Go check out Mitch's channel, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 8:45 market time. Good luck, guys.
Here, short 289. How we doing, guys? Let me know if you guys can hear me good. Alright, guys, I'm still short here on CODX here, 289. I'm short at 289. Show you guys right here. This is our stop right here, 297. Looking to see this breakdown here. Get down to this 264 level. You know, one of the key things that we use patterns. I like to definitely use patterns. Later in the day, use more of a 5-minute than a 1-minute. You guys see on my corner here, TPIV going off there. TPIV. PTIV. Take a quick look at that. I'm gonna pull it up on the side chart. Can you hear me, guys? Let me know if you guys can hear me well. Alright, so when I'm looking on CODX, we've gotten that one down move, we've gotten that one up, two down, two up, three down, three up. I wouldn't like for this to get above this red candle here. This was at 294. I would like for it to hold the VWAP and then go ahead and fall down, get breaking this 283. Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me. You know, I have the mic pretty up there. Don't want to turn it up higher than that. Let me check something out. See if I can make this a little higher up here. All right, guys. How's that? Nah, I got a good mic here. I feel like I could hear it good in the videos, but it might just be this when I'm using the stream here. Let me get a little closer. Maybe that'll help. All right. How's that for you guys? Alright, seeing this tap up there on the 290s, gonna watch it. Keeping it on a 5-minute, as I don't want to go on a 1-minute and overreact. So one of the key things is I'm using that 5-minute to calm myself down, watch this trade. I'm watching TPIV there, holding there those $6. Made that one up, one down, two up, two down. Look for that third touch right here at 613. Then coming down, then you're gonna see if it holds $6. That's when I would be looking for a long. You got VKTX here looking like it's about to break out. This is exactly the pattern I like. You could long here at 830 right there when it dropped down. That's when I would like to long there, and then you risk off of that 313 area. This looks like it's about to break out. Yes, sir. VTVT also. I'll take a look at that on the side. Okay, VTVT pushing back a little bit there. It's just doing a VWAP test. I would wait on VTVT. This could just be a trap for shorts that were early. AKER, I'll take a look at that. Just give me 1 second. We got also on the high day momentum scanner, we got BIOL there, going off there. Low float stock there, ripping up there in the 140s. Ultimate risk right now would be about like 136, so you can go ahead and take a 10-cent risk. If you wanted to jump into this, I would look for like the 142 area, with your ultimate risk being 136. What you want to see is big buyers step up here. Watch the level 2 in the time of sales. Take a quick look at that AKER for you. Let me see this chart here. Alright, AKER there hanging around at that VWAP. What you would want to see is it came up and it tested that VWAP for the rip. What you would want to see it above the VWAP now. What you want to see is above those 42s for this to turn back to being a bullish. We got that breakout called on VKTX there. Called on VKTX there. The low of that candle was 826, alerted at 830. Breakout there at 849. Good little risk to reward there, breaking out to the 70s. Now it's probably going to pull back to about the 49.50 area. That's where I always recommend, if you do grab good sizing, you can just keep the shares, but if you would like to add, this is when I would look for an add on this pullback in the 49 to 50 range. But you want to take some off, so you go ahead and pay yourself. Make sure you're paying yourself. It's an easy breakout move right there. I'm actually gonna pull CODX offs here so I can show you guys exactly my pattern and what I like seeing on VKTX and why I would have longed it if I wouldn't be at the position where I'm at, where I'm down $50 right now. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the 1 minute right here. I'm going to show you exactly what I like to see here. What I want to see is, you know, most of the time you want to see a great hold. You got that hold at $8. But this is the real key where I like. Most traders, I feel, don't teach it just like this. But I feel like I have some certain knowledge on this just from trading over time and time in. It doesn't always work out perfectly, but if you do understand resistance and support touches, you can do it like this. So I'm going to draw this out for you on how I view VKTX and why I would have longed it. So we got that one up, we get this one down move, we get this second move up. We get this move down here. Then we get a test right here on the break. Then we get this last little touch here to come down here and swing on up. Right there on that 9 EMA. And then you should get that nice extension right over here for that breakout. Okay, so let me describe this a little better for you guys. As I'm seeing CODX there push on those 280s, breaking those 283s. I'm liking that. I'm looking to add here at 285 here. 284 there. Looking at 285 for an ad there on CODX, as I think this can go ahead and break down, really start paying me. There's those 280s there. Looking for a pop up to the 90 MA to add there. Alright, so on VKTX, this is what I see, and I'll explain to you guys exactly the kind of pattern you guys want to trade. Alright, so this is exactly what I call, this is going to be a bull flag entry. Alright, so bull flag entry here, guys. What you want to see is this ramp up here. So we get this first ramp up here. This is where all the chat rooms and push it all the way up here. You get that one up. Once you got that one up, you want to see this one down to the support. Look for a 9 EMA touch. I always like to see the 9 EMA touch and then bounce back up to that resistance. That resistance was up here at that 842 range. Okay, that's going to be your resistance touch. And then what you get is, here, let me draw this out for you here. Alright, so what you get is that one up, one down, two up, two down, three up, three down. This is where I like to add. Right here on this down move, this is where I like to start the position, in this area. Because now you have that ultimate risk here on this 813 or 818 range. Or you can go on the bottom of the last candle, which was 826. I like to give myself a little room, more at about 813 there, and then you can really get this break. Now where I would look to add is you either sell here on the resistance touch on 49, or you can add for the breakout. You see we're getting up there. It's trying to test the 9s, so it's curling again here. I got my ad there on CODX there. Got my ad there on CODX there filled. We're gonna go to it right now. I'm now 400 shares at 287. 400 shares at 287. Looking for this to break down here. What we're gonna be looking for is where can we take our profits here. We seen 273s there as a support. I just changed on over, don't worry. I have a little lag in my program, so that's why you guys might hear me faster than see me. We got a new runner there, NDRA there, NDRA there. Has a very low float share size. Volume is very low. Be careful on that, guys. Just seeing this run there from 238 area to 288. Quick little runner there. Daily chart says this is a little pump and dump. As the last time it's ran in May, it ran all the way up from $2.50 to $5 and just dumped. So I would be looking this on the opposite side. I wouldn't look for this on the long, as the daily chart just shows me that it's a pump. Alright, so I'm looking for CODX here to continue down here. Now I'm looking for potential targets here. Trying to see this move come down to this 263 area. That was my original target here. You can measure this and see how much of a break it was. It's about 15 cents. So I could see it coming down to the 70 area, at least the very minimum. I'm gonna be careful here as we touching up here on the ask here. We got 277 going down there. As it breaks these 277s, I'm gonna look to go ahead and sell some. Or cover some, that would be the word. All right, VKTX there, looking like it might break down there. I would not be long or short there. I'd be careful there. All right, so we're seeing this 276 go through there. Want to see this go ahead and break down there. TPIV also going off on the momentum scanner. That one went off a little while back as it broke out through the sixes. Has made that pullback. Has made that one up, one down, two up, two down, three up, three down. If it doesn't rip past 625 here, look for it to break down. All right, seeing 277s here. You gotta relax. You know, one thing with this position is that it is getting a little dangerous, but I definitely think we could break down this 75, 76 and then get that reward. All right, seeing those 76 go through there. I see a little bit of a bid there, so I'm gonna put out an order at 77 to go ahead and cover half of it. I'm looking to cover half of it on this push down on the bid. If it cracks it, so be it. It'll just fill me there at 277, and we'll take half of it and let the other half ride. If not, then we can go ahead and at least take some off. Seeing some shares go through there, 76. All right, want to take some of this off right here. So I'm seeing this tap 76s right here. $75s there. All right, not seeing that. I think someone covered into that 3,000 shares, so I'm gonna go ahead and take half of it off there. Boom. We take half of it off there. We get realized $17, 200 shares. Now we can let the rest of this really work. We're at 287, 287.5 here, about above here. This is gonna be my stop, 287. I'm gonna look for this to break down and really start paying me here. Maybe make my money back that I'm down. So now we're down on the day about $36 here. Managing my position here to just go ahead and try to maximize my potential gain here. What I like to keep is like the VWAP for just in case squeeze. You don't want to have your limit order exactly where you want your number. You have to give it a little bit of room just in case you need to get out. What I've learned, especially shorting, is that if it goes against you, you really got to get out instantly. One of the key things is the squeezes. You definitely don't want to get squeezed, and with the squeezes, it's always fast. It always gives you that one split second to get out. But if you don't take that one split second, if you fight the present moment that you're about to lose on your position, you will get that squeeze and get hurt. I'll show you guys exactly what that type of move is on RTTR. That's exactly what kind of happened to me, and that's why I lost $52 there on a trade today. Definitely my max loss on a trade. Don't want to lose anywhere near that size, especially with 200 shares. We should not be losing $50. We should keep them controlled, like the CLNE loss, which is $12. VKTX there, still running. What a move today, guys. These are the kind of stocks I feel we can't miss. This stock's going today on that red to green move, like beginning trading said. Those red to green moves. One of the key things on red to green moves I like to see is that 5 minute go down off of a support. off the support, and then rebounding through the VWAP and through the highs. Okay, so you guys see, I'm gonna pull this pattern back up on a 5 minute where we should be trading it on. These are the kind of moves that I like to see. What we got here is the same kind of setup that I showed you on the other one. So we got right here. Paint this for you guys right here. Alright, so we get this one down here. It's a down move. Alright, then we get that one up, two down, two up, three down, three up. This is where I look to go short, man. On this third up with a stop right here, 295 is when I look to go short. I'm looking for it to come back to the support, and you can look to add here on this bounce after it touches the support. As soon as it touches that support, you usually get a little bounce there, and you can add for the breakdown of this right here. Really getting your move, as your average price is going to be in this range, 287, 289. That's what I mean by adding, and this is exactly what I mean by the one up, one down, two up, two down, three up, three down, four explode, or the same way on the opposite way. This is really the key, guys, of trading, is being able to see the patterns. Patterns don't lie to us. Level 2s are gonna lie to us. Gurus are gonna lie to us. Price action is gonna lie to us. But what won't lie to it, won't lie ever, is the pattern. The patterns aren't gonna always come through and give you the maximum potential reward, but they will follow the patterns. Patterns over time are just consistent, and this is why we trade. We look for probability. I'm expecting here, like a beginning trade loves to do there. What we're gonna see is the support try to become the resistance there at that 285 level, and what you can do is you can just draw out your trend lines a little bit further to have your ultimate risk spots. See, I wouldn't want it to get back above this 87 there, so that a touch up to the 90 MA is all fine with me. You can actually even look to add there. There's certain people that look to gain bigger sizing. How do they get bigger sizing into a stock like this? Is by adding on the resistance touches. They short here on this first pop up. They let this come down. They add here as this comes down here, so their average price is somewhere in this range. Then as this comes down and starts confirming them that as this rejects here, they go big short there. Huge position. And as soon as it comes and breaks down there, they start covering. One of the key things I'm not liking is this inverse hammer on the 5 minute. So we want to see this break down immediately. Would not want to see this start holding a lower high and making its way back. Gonna pull the 1 minute here. Don't want to see it above, get back above here, this 281. You see, we're seeing those a little bit of a bounce here as it held those 274s for a good amount. we doing, guys? Did you guys understand what I mean by the bull flags and the bear flags? TPIV there, failing to break out there after that 625. Like I said, once you got that failed attempt, you got that 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up, 3 down, 4 explode. If it doesn't explode, you usually get what's called the pattern breakdown. So now you've gotten the pattern breakdown on TPIV. I just want you guys to see this. I shouldn't take off the CODX, but it's, in the end of the day, it's a demo, so I would much rather teach you guys how to trade in this situation. So you've gotten that move here on TPIV. I'm going to show you guys exactly it right there. So you get this 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up, 3 down, 4 up for the explosion, no explosion. When it fails here and it pops up here, this is when I like to go short on this first green candle that's going to pop up here, and then you can go and risk off of 621 or the high of day, which is 625. You only want to do these kind of pattern breakdown shorts, I feel, later on in the day after a stock has just been extended and pushed out. BOXL is definitely a stock that I watched today make a move back up, and it's definitely a stock that has momentum and can keep going. Oh, there you go. We're getting some great move there on BOXL there. This is when I would look to short on TPIV there, 615 area, 620 area. That's when you want to look. You want to find a resistance to short off of. I would short off of that 613, 615 area. Seeing BOXL there. What would you do in a situation like BOXL? Alright, so BXL, the key is the 9 EMA. On stocks that are running, I always tend to trust the 9 EMA much more than even the VWAP. So the 9 EMA, as you can see, it's curling here on the BOXL. So you've gotten that move up there to $8 range. You got this micro pullback here. You could go long here in the 70 range, 80 range, and risk off of 40. So you're getting a 30-cent total risk there. So what I like to do is manage my risk. My normal position size is 200 share size, and that's when I maximum like to risk about 20 cents. This is the stock that you can go ahead and you can try to take 100 shares on a breakout push. And then that gives you the ability to go ahead and risk that amount. So now you've gotten that retest of that high and didn't break out above 8. You got to be really careful. If I was still long at 70s, I'd probably cover out the 70s or 80s or anything that I can take a little profit. Just get on out and control yourself. Yeah, this is definitely extended. Watch the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA doesn't lie, bro. That's the key. You know, way too long. Now is when you look to add there at 742, 740. Now you can add there with a total risk level off of 711. That's if it just drops down and crashes. I always like to look at my ultimate risk. What I call the ultimate risk is where did it come from? It came from this explosion down here, the 630 range, which it double tapped down here in the 710 range. So you're gonna have some support in this range. No support down right here. So you seen this touchdown of that 9 EMA. Now if you were long there at 40s, now you can go ahead and risk off of that 35. You see that push down, you immediately got to get out. That's the key. The key is, guys, hotkey. So one of the key things is you're seeing that 713, right? That's what I told you guys. That's called the immediate down, the immediate risk position. So you got to know your maximum risk. If you go and you long here at 780 and you don't understand that your maximum risk can come down to 737 and you grab 1,000 shares, you can lose a pretty hefty amount really quick. BOXL there really breaking down there. Really breaking down there. It's starting to look almost like a huge short, but I'm definitely not going to trade it anymore as I'm still in CODX here and it's starting to curl back. Yeah, one of the key things is, guys, is especially with these runners that just run like that, if you don't get it fast, this is why I have trade ideas. Trade ideas gets me to stocks that are moving instantly. There's no one in the whole scanner business that can get you there as fast as trade ideas. They're, for the price especially, it's still a pretty good amount. It's like about 100. I have no affiliation with them, but I definitely think that it's something that helps me out. It gets me to stocks really fast, lets me see the ultimate bottom and decide if I want to take a risk. So like BOXL, if I would have saw this rip up to the 730, I see this pullback here on this first candle, and I see this next candle touch that 90 MA, you can long there for that move to 730 and above. Galt going off there and then just dying out. Alright, so if you would like to, if you were looking for shorts on BOXL, I wouldn't short unless it bounced up here to the 729, 730 range. You definitely don't want to be chasing it down here. Do you usually make up for the money that you spend from trade ideas? Okay, so Kingman, it's just as simple as this. If you're a profitable trader, then more than likely you definitely will make up that $100 that you're going to give to trade ideas. You know, that's just part of the game. You know, you got to know what tools to buy and what tools are going to actually help you. I say it's something that I definitely like. Can't say that I would trade anything other than trade ideas. I've gone away from it, and every single time I go away from it, I miss it. So that just tells me enough that it makes me feel comfortable. It lets me get to stocks early versus later. And if that's worth $100 to you, pay for it, guys. 100%. If you guys need scanners or anything like that, I have scanners, gappers. I have my own made alert systems. I watched a lot of 5-day biotechs and 5-day China charts that show me all the stocks. There's so much you can do with trade ideas. It's really vast, the tool that you have there. Everything from just about any kind of alert you want to do. CODX there, that position's still looking good. I'm also seeing a short on Galt here. That short on Galt just failing there at 510. That's called the over under short. So I would look for a move up here at 495s. I was watching the shorted there at that 498 for that breakdown, but seeing as I said that I wasn't going to open another position there, I'm definitely not going to push into another position right now. We're gonna see right here. I'm gonna show you Galt so you can see this. Okay, on a 1 minute, we got that breakdown right at $5. Okay, so what you do is you get that one down move, right? As it pops up and it gets to that 9 EMA, you go and you short there 491 with your risk being where it broke down, 503. Now as it comes down and it bounces and it comes up and it touches underneath your number and rejects, This is when you can look to add on the next bounce, the next green candle bounce. You can look to add here in this 488. Now you can have an average in about the 490 range with your out being 492. This is how you gain a bigger position and look for a big size gain. You draw out the pattern for you. You seen this touch right there. So you got that one up. You're gonna get that one down, that two up, two down, three up, three down, and then it should curl and then really give you that drop. What's up, puppy? My puppy crying to me because, you know, not paying attention to him over here. Gotta love that little needy sucker. Alright, I'm also seeing SCPH there going off on the radar. This is what you call a gap down reversal. Gap down reversal. It's not really my kind of play, but you guys can see that. SCPH. Alright, CODX there, just still battling there. Trying to break down, but hasn't really gotten that full crush down for the win there. Seeing 78 there though. Thinking about just taking it and calling it a day. Taking my profits off. I don't like that it inverted hammer there and then didn't go down to break this. We definitely wouldn't want it to get back above 281. Would like to see it crush down this 273. It's been that support for a little while. See, the key here is I've been just patient. You know, I'm not going crazy. And how did I become patient in this trade? Was I went and I took some profit. I got bigger sizing to get me filled at a nicer spot. I got the 287s. My first original spot was 289, and then now that gave me the ability to take that money that I already have, give this really the chance to really break down and give me the reward. We're seeing those 73s come in through there. Where I would want to sell is 63, 64, so I'm going to be looking for like 65 to come up there on the ask, and I'd sell out there. I'd cover. Did not trade well today on probably about every trade except this one trade on CODX. And the funny thing is, I was watching it early in the day. I was looking for that short above $3. Alright, my dog is letting me know that he has to go to the restroom here. So it's kind of funny. I have a bell here, and my dog lets me know when he needs to go to the restroom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a stop. My stop is going to be 287, and I'm just going to put it in there. Alright, got my stop set. Gonna go take care of my dog right quick. I'll be right back, guys. Let's go, buddy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Knows how to ring the bell. Alright guys, and I'm back. Alright, we seen that breakdown there happen. What did we see? A move to 66, 65. I'm looking for a 63. Just gonna go ahead, cancel here. Look for the 63 here. 63, 64 here. Saw covers there at 273 there, 4,000 shares there. Just waiting to get on. In real life, one of the key things that you don't want to do is put out your order too early. With CFD trading, you don't gotta stress it too much, but with definitely in real life trading, if you're grabbing the shares or putting out the order, sometimes what you do is you actually push the stock the opposite way that you want it to do. The only way I could actually make this stock want to go down more is just by putting some up on the ask. That could weigh it down to bring it down. Spike coming down there, down for the day. Last known shares went in there at 270. $270 again, 1,000 shares. Seeing the 65 get a little heavy there. Alright guys, interested in this breaking down here. Another 1,900 shares going through there at 270. Alright, seeing this bounce a little bit there. Giving me a little concern. I just want to make sure I take my profit on this stock, but I already got 17 on the trade. Said I'm willing to hold it. I was looking for this breakdown right here. Probably would have sold right here in this 266, 267 range. But I was looking for 63. Before I left, I was saying that if I got 65 or 66, I'd probably take it. Seeing that hold there, the bid go up there to 273, not really what I want to see there. I want to see this continue down here. So I'm waiting. I got 282 there, ready to get out if I need to. Would love to see this 273 just come right back down. The ask coming down would be nice. This is what I mean by short. Sometimes you will have that long-term trade, a lot longer, can hold a lot longer. Last minute. This is about the minute that I'm going to give it. We should get another 5-minute candle here, and this will let me know. I'd want the next 5-minute candle to start here in this underneath this 270. It's pretty interesting, 7. That might be the reason why I think there was a stock today that was an aluminum stock that was moving up. All right, so we're seeing this 52, 53. So what I do is I watch the minute as it changes. I want to see the next candle come in here. I'm looking at the time and sales. Don't want to see the ask going through. I want to see the bid just slam on. Gotta work on my hotkeys today. I need to work on some shorting hotkeys. And profit keys also for shorts. All right, curl 60, 76, 77, seeing 80 there on the ask. That's definitely not what I wanted to see, but the one positive is that the shares that went through there on the bid there at 73. Gotta be careful here. Alright, might look to take some here. Some approaching 1107 here. Don't like to trade past 11. if I'm in a stock, of course, I'll sometimes just stare and stay in it. We got a bounce there on the 5 minute for VKTX. I'd be careful though on that one. His volume has slowed down on there. Alright, seeing as we didn't get that candle to start underneath this, I'm gonna go ahead and look to cover some here. I'm gonna put out an order there at 75 here, see if I can get filled. Alright, seeing that tap up there. Gotta be careful above this 280s. At least the good thing is I do see some position there at 280. That could help us out and weigh it down again. We saw the bid come up there to 78s, now back down to 73s. Need to see this reject 79. Alright, tapping down a little bit there. 76 is going through there. Still have 85 there, or 87 to cover just in case. How we doing out there, guys? You guys see anything else? Alright, seeing 277s there go, and the bid came up to 277s, now definitely above 280s. I'm going to go ahead and cover. Seeing 79 touch there, don't want to see it get above this 280. We start seeing that share size going through there, I might go ahead and just cover. See 89 on the next price for the NASDAQ. That's kind of what I wanted to see there, a good rejection there. Alright, we got someone saying VKTX there for a short. Let me see. Still have a little bit of room there. I would give this a little bit more time before you look for the short, but that's just my personal opinion. You know, like always, you guys, not trying to give you guys exact trading alerts, just more along just trying to teach you guys through my experiences and education. You know, I'm not a financial trader. Don't have I do have some financial background as I have a finance degree, but I'm not a professional trader here. Alright, so we're seeing this rip right here. We want to see this go ahead and just crash down here. Seeing 275s go through there, pretty good amount there. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I would always, definitely be careful on your position at first, but after you do enter, if you want to put up your risk or your entry point, that's always a good thing, so that other people can know your trade and learn from your trade. I've seen 265 there as the top of that. If I would be short, which I'm not advising, especially right here, it would be up there at that 260 area, because above the 266 area, it should get a nice little push back up to the 280s. Alright, now on a pop up there, now it's looking a little better. You can risk off of this 858 area. 858 on the 1 minute looks a little better than the 5 minute. Looks like you might get that breakdown there on VKTX here. There you go, saw some shorts getting in there. It's not really my perfect play, but it's something to watch. Alright, watching over here as I've gotten some shares that went through there at 79. 2,000 shares, not really liking that. You're probably gonna look to cover right here. Definitely on a day that I would be green, I'd hold this and hold it and hold it to my number. On a day where I'm red, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my trade right here. We could maybe look for a down move of under or 280, get out. This is where it comes to that in-between stage. If you want to go ahead and just take a profit here, I can't blame you. See, we're down 36. We finished down 15. Got unrealized $21 right now. It's a good share size up here on the ask. So that's what's been keeping me there. VKTX, good trade there on right. Seeing some more shares go through there at 76. Very small amount of shares there at 73. So I'm looking for it to crack down, but there's 20 at 70. Like to check out the 15-minute for an extended period trend line. You can see it could have a little pop up here to this 283 range, at least from the chart. I'm gonna go ahead and be smart here and not push it today and go red. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a controlled exit here. Like I said, on a day that I was green, I'm more than likely gonna hold this position and keep going with it until it could break down, get under these 273s and really give me that reward. But we gave it, I feel, enough time to go ahead and break, and definitely don't want to lose on this last trade. Want to go ahead and take my profit and end the day down very small versus end the day down big, which could have very much happened. Right, looking at this 1 minute candle here, see nothing happen there. Gonna have to take this out here. Alright, we're gonna go on the ask here and just cover here, guys, at 277. We're gonna cover out. Boom, covered out. See, instant fill, at least on the demo. I'm not sure how that's gonna be in TradeNet Live, but from what I hear, you know, everything's very similar. We go ahead and we took right there our shot. That goes and takes $38 back from the market. That's great. You know, one of the things, guys, is sometimes you just want to get your losses back. Try not to lose big. Be a fighter in this market. Seeing SCPH there. SCPH there looked like a short as it failed to go long after $10. Not really going to go in short on this just because I am red for the day still. We're still down about $15 for the day. So I would look for a shorter in that 950, 949 range, and you could hold with a 963 as your resistance for getting out. BKTX there, nice pop up there. You got in that one down, one up, one down, two up, two down. I would hold above 850 would be my out there. But you could definitely get a nice reward there as the stock is definitely extended. We're seeing CODX there break that 75 and starting to curl down there at 74s. But these are just people covering now, just getting impatient like me, realizing that the impatiency is too much now, and they're willing to go ahead and get on out. Alright, my puppy's getting mad at me. I've been trading too long. It's 11:20, gonna call it a day. You guys, we're finishing the day. Show you guys my tickets and trades here. Was a tough day, man. Managed some early risk positions, really lost big in certain ones. Got stuck really badly in UONE. The only thing that kept me in that was the fact that I knew it was a pump and dump. I knew it was going to come back down, but holy shit, guys, got to be careful with that float size. That float size is really what scarred me there. That's what gave it that ability to just jump like that. With the lower float size, those are the kind of stocks we look for. But the problem is that if you only look for a low float size, you can find what's called low float junk, which essentially this is what low float junk is. It's a stock with very low amounts of shares available. Under 1 million shares, it has to have shares for you to go ahead and get ahead of. We're seeing CODX there tap down there finally on the 71s, 70s. As we look like we're probably going to get that real move down there, really get that gain. You know, these are the stocks that when we're above, you know, we want to take the best position we can. You know, we got that extension there on that trend line coming back down, touching those 71s, looking like we're about to break down and really get that nice win. But, you know, we went and covered because we were red for the day. That's what you got to do sometimes. You know, sometimes you got to manage your risk. Take what you got there. Yeah, it would have been great to get this breakdown through the 70s into the 60s, but that's how it goes, guys. Like always, I'll come in, I'll come out, guys. I'm gonna call it a quick day. Was gonna do a little bit longer of a recap here, but I'm gonna quickly show you what I did here on RTTR that I feel is really you got to be careful with. Was went long here. I wanted to get long here at 50 with a maximum risk of 33. I put my first order. I thought I got filled, and I looked even to add a little bit here at 355, 365, and then what happened was, as I went down and I looked, I was like, damn, I'm not filled at 350. I thought I had it, because if I got filled at 350, I got this push here to 360, 370, and I was about to sell there, and I could have probably sold if I had the shares. I would have probably just went and just sold there, but since I didn't, I looked to add when it came back, and I got burned by this right here. As it came back, no bounce there, as I should have seen the 9 EMA there at 340s. That's where the buy should have been. So the ultimate bottom could have been that 330 risk. You could get this move up here, at least a bounce. One of the key things is see that the 9 EMA is above the VWAP, not below it. See LNE there breaking down there. Seen a lot of stocks break down there in this range, in this 1123, 1150 range. Definitely a stock that if I had shares to short here, or trade naked short, I'd look to see if it could pop up to that 340 range and get short along with just about everybody else. I'm gonna call it a day here. Like we said, we finished the day down about $15 with commission, probably be in the $30 range. Really not much of a bad day. 15 on Thursday. We had $100 on Tuesday, a $36 loss yesterday, 15 today. Gonna be looking to go green on Friday so we can go ahead and take a profit for the week. We're still green for the week, so that's always positive. Just keep fighting, you guys. Keep trading the patterns that you know. Be patient in the market. I can't stress it enough. You only have a certain amount of risk that you're willing to put out there. So what I mean by that is that we're only willing to risk about $50 on each trade. You can only take so many of those trades before it burns you. So be smart with your trades. Be picky. Find the setup that you like and only trade on that trigger. Don't trade after that trigger. Don't trade before that trigger. You have to know exactly what you like. Alright guys, that's going to be all for me today. Like always, I'll come in, I'll come out. Always recommend going to beginning trading early in the day. Look out for him. He's a great trader, definitely understands resistance and support areas, and by all means, he's one of the most entertaining guys I can watch. I really enjoy watching him in the morning, and that's why I don't stream in the morning. I've been watching him for a certain amount of time now, and I appreciate his channel. So you guys have a great day. I'm gonna go ahead and log these trades. I gotta go ahead and get into Evernote and start logging. Really quickly, you guys, I can't stress enough, start using Evernote. Evernote is a great tool. You just go in and you just want to go ahead and just log your trades in. You can put them by the name. You can end up having it like that, which is exactly what you want to do. And you can take trades and record them here. This is exactly what you want to do. Data is exactly what you like. So alright, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. You guys have a great day, okay? Take care.